to put an end to any conflict or crisis through negotiating table. We cannot stand at the spearhead of any escalation. Again, geography has it that Iran is a neighboring country and we are observing the principle of good neighborhood. However, there is a clear understanding that any violation or attack on the state of Qatar by any foreign country or outside force is unacceptable, and there is a clear mechanism with respect to how to co-live and deal with one another. At the end of the day, this undermines the regional security. And with respect to the second part of your question on the ceasefire, we were delighted following the communication that took place between His Royal Highness the Emir of Qatar and his American and Iranian counterparts, that dust have settled. At the end of the day, the matter rests in the hands of the warring parties. Today, we are living in a gray area where none of the warring parties wishes to seem as if the one receiving the final blow. We wish to see a genuine observation of the ceasefire, responsible act by the warring parties, exactly as the state of Qatar had observed with respect to the Iranian attack of yesterday. We hope a total and complete ceasefire be observed between Iran and Israel. At the same time, Israel be pressured in order to observe a similar ceasefire in Gaza Strip. As to Gaza Strip, negotiations are ongoing, and officials of the state of Qatar, Arab Republic of Egypt, are in constant communication with the parties in order to reach a common ground with the sponsorship of the United States. We have made progress over the past few weeks, yet regretfully, the Israeli escalation and their belligerence on Iran has delayed these efforts. However, we continue with our efforts, seeking and exploring any opportunity to have indirect negotiations taking place between both the parties with the aim of reaching an agreement. We hope that the Israelis wouldn't seize the opportunity of having a ceasefire established with Iran in order to give vent to their belligerence on Gaza, and we call on the international community to impose a total ceasefire on Israel, and Hamas accepts a deal whereby the war comes to an end and all the Israeli captives released, as well as the Palestinian detainees. The last question by TRT, Arabic television. Question to Dr. Nawaf Salam. You stated that you sought assistance from Qatar and Turkey to pressure Israel to pull out from the 5 positions in Lebanon. Is this assistance limited to dialogue, especially that it is repeatedly mentioned that Israel continues with their violation, turning a deaf ear and blind eye to all attempts of dialogue? As I said, we are doing our best in order to rally diplomatic and political efforts to exercise pressure on Israel, starting from the Arab states to the UN Security Council permanent member states, especially that an agreement of ending all hostilities was reached with Israel in November last, which was violated by Israel. That's why we are seeking assistance to impose or pressure Israel to observe such agreement. His Excellency paid a visit to Lebanon early this year, and today I renewed the invite in order to pay another visit in the coming weeks. And by then we hope that calm, stability to Lebanon early this year, and today I renewed the invite in order to pay another visit in the coming weeks. And by then we hope that calm, stability and peace have been restored in the region. This is an opportunity to encourage all the nationals to visit Lebanon, and also an opportunity to reinvigorate tourism activities in Lebanon. Again, I thank you, representative of the media, and before I leave, I would like to leave a final message to all those listening to and watching us. The state of Qatar, by the grace of God, has adopted strict precautionary measures which proved to be sound and effective. These measures enabled the state of Qatar to come out free of any damage or injury, and I request all to receive and deliver information only from official sources and not to circulate any unconfirmed reports.
कतर के वज़ीर-ए-आज़म और वज़ीर ख़ारजा और लेबनान के वज़ीर-ए-आज़म की न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस आप मुलाहिज़ा कर रहे थे। कतरी वज़ीर-ए-आज़म ने कहा कि इसराइल और ईरान ने जंगबंदी मुआहिदे पर इत्तफ़ाक़ किया, जंगबंदी का खैर मक़दम करते हैं, ख़ित्ते में अमन के ख़्वाह हैं। कतरी वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शेख मोहम्मद बिन अब्दुर्रहमान अल सानी कतर में अमरीकी बेस पर ईरान के हमले की मजम्मत करते हैं। इसराइल ने इलाकाई रियासतों पर हमला करके उनकी खुद मुख्तारी को चैलेंज किया। इसराइल ने ख़ित्ते को जंग में झोंकने की कोशिश की। इस न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस के दौरान कतरी वज़ीर-ए-आज़म ने कहा कि GCC रियासतें ऐसे हमलों की सख्ती से मजम्मत करती हैं। मज़ीद उन्होंने कहा कि कतर की मुसल्लह अफ़वाज अपना दिफा करना जानती हैं। कतर ने ख़ित्ते में बढ़ती कशीदगी को कम करने के लिए अहम किरदार अदा किया है, मुस्तकिल जंग बंदी की हिमायत करते हैं। कतरी वज़ीर-ए-आज़म ने यह भी कहा कि कतर की सरज़मीन पर होने वाले हमले पर तशवीश है। हमले पर हमने शदीद एहतजाज रिकॉर्ड कराया है, सिफारतकारी से ही मौजूदा सूरत हाल के हल की हिमायत करते हैं। इस हवाले से आपको एक बार फिर से आगाह करते चले, कतर के वज़ीर-ए-आज़म और वज़ीर ख़ारजा और लेबनान के वज़ीर-ए-आज़म की न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस। इसराइल और ईरान ने जंगबंदी मुआहिदे पर इत्तफ़ाक़ किया।
और अब अहम खबर आपको देंगे कि वज़ीर-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने कहा है कि पाकिस्तान इक़्तिसादी राहदारी के तहत जारी मंसूबों की कामयाबी से तकमील के लिए पुरअज़्म है। शाहराह कराकोरम ML1 गवादर पोर्ट ऑपरेशनल के साथ साथ ज़राअत, सनअत और IT के शोबों में ताउन अहमियत का हामिल है।
उन्होंने ये बात इस्लामाबाद में चीन के सफ़ीर जियांग ज़ेडोंग से